Well, come on in, David. Have a seat. It's good to see you.
Likewise.
Well, I wanted to go over your evaluation results with you. I know that you've been really eager to take a look at
Absolutely.
them. So I'd like to do that. I want to warn you, though, that you're probably not going to be as satisfied with the results as we had hoped, because your overall rating is consistent with peer group.
What? Consistent? My rating is consistent with peer group. What happened to the above peer group? Consistent with peer group? Rudy, you must be kidding. This is ridiculous. I came in expecting good news, and here you're telling me it's consistent with peer group? That doesn't even make sense. What are you talking about? That's crazy.
David, I can see how terribly upset and disappointed.
Upset, Ruda.
Yeah.
This conversation is really over, Ruda. This is silly.
Well, David, I can see that you're terribly disappointed, and even though I know this is very upsetting, I hope that you would at least be willing to talk.
Willing to talk about what, Ruda? I know how this thing works. The ratings meeting comes along. Everybody talks about what they think that above the peer or meets peer expectations. All of this stuff is talked about. Then the decision is made, and it's done for the year. I worked hard all year long, and I don't see there any reason to be talking about anything. You let me down. You said that I was doing better than my peers. You said that if I continued to work the way I've been working, that I would expect to get working above the peer group. I've done better than my peers, that I've done everything that you've asked me to do, and I've done it better than all of my other colleagues. And now, today, you're telling me, sorry, you made those promises, and now you tell me this news.
Well, and I can imagine that you must be feeling really betrayed, and it sounds as if you feel that I've really let you down in some way.
What else could it be, Ruda? I know that the evaluations I got from other people that are in the rating meeting, they were all positive. You told me I was doing positive. So did somebody came along and just shot us down, that you didn't know it was going to be in the meeting, and now they've said something that just made it impossible for me to be ranked above peer level.
Would you like for me to explain? Because I would like to explain a little bit about what happened.
Well, sure.
Yeah, the way the ranking works is that there's only a very small group of people in our area who can get into that above peer group rating. And in some ways, maybe I feel I may have let you down, because in the end...
You've got to be kidding.
Well, David, I advocated very, very strongly for you, as strongly as I knew how. In every way, I tried to let people see what great work you had done.
That's what I would expect.
Right, exactly. You know that I really valued your work a lot, and that did not change. All the people who were being advocated for needed to be compared across many groups. But in the end, when comparisons needed to be made between all the groups, you just did not make that top section. I wanted very much to have that happen, and I feel bad myself about the fact that we couldn't make it happen.
Ruda, that's nice that you feel bad, but right now, my wife is at home getting dressed to go out for a nice dinner, and I said that we'll go out someplace nice, we'll have some champagne, we'll have a celebration, and I was expecting there to be a monetary impact as a result, and level with peers doesn't do that, and I don't even know what I'm going to say to my wife. It's embarrassing.
And I know that you were looking forward to a day of celebration, and now you're going to have to really talk about your disappointment instead.
Am I supposed to say that my expectations of myself were overblown? No, because you've been telling me all along. So I don't even know. I just don't feel motivated to even come back to work.
I also have a lot of concern, as I said, about our working relationship, and then your ability to stay motivated and energized in the work that you're doing, make it still exciting for you to come back to work.
Rita, I don't even know. I worked hard all year long. You know I did, and now I can't imagine what's gonna make me want to work hard again. I worked hard like that, and then this is the impact. It's really demotivating.
Well, I think we might want to take more of a longer-term look about, what this does mean for you. How are we going to keep you motivated and energized and excited about coming back to work? I think that's really important, what you're bringing up, and I definitely want to be able to talk with you about how we're going to make that happen.
Well, I don't know what you'll be able to say. Right now, I just feel like I've been socked in the gut, and I don't feel like talking. I don't feel like coming to work.
As upset as you are right now, I want you to know that I really value you as a high performer. That has not changed and is not going to change. And that's still very important to me. And I want you to know that I'm very, very willing to do whatever I can to make your work motivating and good for you. And let's have another conversation about this after taking a look at what all of this really means to you.
I appreciate your concern about our relationship, and if you were truly advocating, then that at least salvages our relationship.
Well, David, maybe you just might want to take some time to just absorb all of this for a while and stay with your feelings for a while and see where that might take you. And just think more about what you need from the organization, what you expect of yourself, and how you're going to keep yourself motivated. And I want you to know that I'm open to those conversations. I'm willing to do whatever I can to keep your work good for you here and to keep your life good for you here.
Well, I believe you, but I don't know that that's going to really help anything. I guess I just need to think about this. Okay.
Well, I just want you to know that as upset as you are right now, I want to be available for those conversations, and I really want to work with you to make things better for you.
Just give me some time to process this, and then
Sure.
Then we can talk about it later.
Sure, I think that's fine. Let me know when you'd like to talk. I'd like to do that.
Okay, thanks.
So let's talk again as soon as we can.
Okay.